Stanley.
Whoa! You are Stanley? You are that legendary?
The very same.
I must say, it's an honor to meet one as legendary as yourself. Well then, how would everyone like to proceed? Head back or head further inside?
In which case?
Okay, motion passed by unanimous consent.
So, I'm guessing you mostly came here because you want to hear my adventure stories. Am I right?
No, we really were just looking for Jack.
What? Do you know who I am? I am Stanley, renowned adventurer of Mondstadt.
Yeah, I think we got that.
Well, your attitude says maybe you don't got it. I am Stanley,
Yeah,
the
I'm
living legend.
back.
Stanley who braved the Magivari.
Enough already! Ugh! Stop name-dropping yourself every time you open your mouth!
It's true, though. Stanley is the most amazing guy.
Well, Jack will listen, won't you? Now, where was I?
You and your partner reached the Merjavari, a
I
famously terrifying
just
place
did,
with not a
like-
wisp of wind.
Precisely. There
Exactly
was a
where-
deathly silence in the air. A sea of ashes stretched out before
All at
us,
once.
as far as the eye could see. The Merjavari. Suddenly, my partner was caught in a whirlpool picked up by an evil beast. Luckily, I managed to grab hold of him just in time.
Wow. So, did he make it?
Sadly, in the end, I alone was able to set foot on home ground once more, where the gentle breeze carried away the tears welling up in my eyes.
That poor guy. How could that happen?
Jack, you can't cry so easily if you want to be a great adventurer.
I know. Because an adventurer's proudest achievement is to die in the course of their final adventure. But whatever happens, no adventurer should ever die in a place where the wind doesn't blow. The wind has to bring your spirit back to Mondstadt.
That's right. To die in a place where the wind blows, and to have your spirit carried back to Mondstadt on the wind, that's the dream.
Yeah.
My God.
Although, the most I can aspire to right now is beginner's commissions. Like clearing out the slimes clogging up the sewers.
Whoa.
You shouldn't die in a place with no wind. Why do they keep going on about that? Is that why Stanley thinks the Merjavari is the most terrifying place in the world? Because there's no wind there?
Prepare to die!
Oh my God. Someone. Oh my God.
Wind, hear me.
Oh, and I might have to. This again. But might not. Oh my God. This I need.
Teamwork is dreamwork. Let's light it up.
And I need this.
Wouldn't gliding be faster? Time for takeoff.
God, you just.
Boring.
Oh my God. I need that right now. But this I do need.
Barbados, guide us.
Oh right, I need this. No. Yeah, this.
Here we go.
Oh.
Wouldn't gliding be faster? Think you can get away?
My God.
This is just my...
Keep these things.
Is this retribution?
Time for takeoff. Let's play! Wouldn't gliding be faster?
Oh my God.
I swear by my sword!
Yeah.
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
Useless! Prepare to die!
Think you can get away? Brace yourself.
Finally.
Boring!
Traveler, I believe I've made a small discovery. Could I ask you to use the Nernama detector once?
Oh.
What? Stanley has an imaginary friend?
It seems his imaginary friend is a seasoned warrior, covered in scars from head to foot, and a look of staunch determination on his face.
Interesting. Yes.
You're saying his imaginary friend is an interesting idea, but is it true?
Please excuse me. I'll be leaving now.
Bye, Stanley. Do you two still have time to spare?
What is it?
A few days ago, Stanley got drunk and told me a secret. Something he's never told anyone before. The weapons he took on his adventure all those years ago. They were none other than those once wielded by Mondstadt's greatest hero, Vanessa herself. The Sword of Brilliant Valor and the Shield of Magnificent Honor. I don't know whether you believe me, but apparently, both the sword and shield are still right here in Mondstadt, over in Dadaupa Gorge. Since you guys are the experts at this, can you come with me to try and retrieve these two legendary weapons? I don't know. If I can just get... Right now, I'm just a rookie. So, what do you say? I can't bring myself to tell...
Aw, poor Jack. Let's have Venti...
I don't know.
Oh, one other thing. I have a bottle of rare vintage wine that I had someone fetch for me a couple years ago. Help me find these weapons, and it's all yours.
Well, of course.
Dadaupa Gorge, was it? Let's hurry. There's no time to lose.
Why am I not surprised? Yeah, I know.
That bunch of hilly churls. Are they holding some kind of ceremony? And what's with that pile of knickknacks? Are they worshipping them?
Seems so. That must be the Sword of Brilliant Valor, surely.
Evil conquering!
Nice and spicy. Eat this! Race you!
Useless! Barbados, guide us.
Don't want to be. To have things answered.
Off we go.
Oh my god.
Let's light it up.
Adventure time! Let's light it up!
Nope.
Useless!
Oh my god.
Wait, hear me!
Nova, get them! You're toast! Out of the frying pan, into the fire! Race you!
Evil conquering! I swear by my sword! For it!
Lo and behold, the Sword of Brilliant Valor.
Are you sure? Looks kind of basic to Paimon, and a little worse for wear, too. Why would Hilichurls be bowing down before a piece of junk like this?
Seems somebody tossed an old sword into a pile of spoils these Hilichurls were already celebrating.
This is in terrible shape, and it's so basic,
Say, Jack, have you ever seen an Anemo crystal fly? They're found in the open country around Mondstadt City. If you saw one in broad daylight, you wouldn't bat an eyelid. But in the pitch blackness of night, its brilliant glow is mesmerizing. Is valor not the same? When everything is going your way, it seems meaningless, fades into the background. But when you're in dire straits, valor is the thing that gets you fired up and fighting back. It's the brilliant ray of light that guides you out from the darkness.
That first one. Oh my god. Oh no. Oh my god. Too funny. I'm just gonna go with this.
You're right.
Just to be.
You're right.
Let's scout around.
There's somebody there.
Stanley?
He's acting so weird.
What happened? Why did you...
Huh? Oh, it's not...
What? Where?
Maybe another time.
Right.
Hmm.
Lo and behold.
Liar, liar! A chunk of scrap wood with the handle attached.
There's also wine stains on it. Yeah.
And yet, my bard's intuition, warriors wear their surely an intact shield is one. Though the soldier's body be tired and torn, still they fight till the very end, till they have no blood left to bleed. Such magnificent strength of will. Is that not the true meaning of honor?
You do have a point. Shiny new shields. Okay then. Ahem. Well, okay. You take it from here. Hope you've picked up some hilly trillium by now. If not, there's always body language.
I'm gonna go with this, even though it's... Oh, shoot. Okay, cool.
Seems cheerful enough. Maybe negotiating will work after all.
Oh, nope.
Uh-oh. He did not seem to appreciate that.
Hmm. Nope.
Uh-oh. Oh no.
Nope, I tried.
Useless. Lament!
Nice and spicy. Out of the frying pan, into the fire. Hey, he dropped the shield of man.
Guys, thank you. Mom!
Hey, wait! The wine, you promised! What are you doing here, Stan?
Hey, what are you doing here, Bard?
Oh, that's right. An after-dinner stroll, to be precise. We were also helping a friend look for something.
Paimon's starting to think Stanley might be a fraud. Did Stanley plant the sword and shield here in advance so as to not hurt Jack's feelings?
Adventurers must be pretty familiar with Dadaupa Gorge. You fought battles here before, after all.
You better believe it. I can...
Wow. Then I admire your perseverance and your...
It's only to be expected of a great adventurer like me. I'll get back to my, stroll now. Goodbye.
Guilty conscience much?
Well, he shouldn't have gotten so carried away bragging to Jack, should he? Although, on someone who can't let go of the past and gives up on the present, I wonder if such a person was forced to take their first...
What are you talking about?
I'm just mute. Anyway, I propose we take a trip to Angel's Share tonight.
Reduced to just standing around. How absurd.
Oh my god.
If I take it back, Allie.
You gotta try Dawn Winery's
Tell me, Stan. Tell me, what should I do?
Huh? Why does he keep repeating his own name? Could there be another person called Stan?
Oh, Stanley. It should have been me. I should have been the one to die in the Melchivari that day. Why won't your spirit come and stop me from using your name? Why, Stan? If only you hadn't had to save a rookie like me, you would have never died in that windless corner of the world. You were a renowned adventurer, destined to become a legend one day. But now, that'll never happen, because your life was cut short, and all because of a worthless tag-along.
Does anyone get what's going on here?
I think our friend really did make it to the Merjavari. And I think the tragedy he encountered there was real too. But the real adventurer, the real Stanley, that was his partner, not him. The real Stanley is the one who died to save our Stanley.
Wait, so the only reason our Stanley is called Stanley in the first place?
I fear that may be the case.
Stanley, for so many years I've lived in fear. Fear that Mondstadt will forget all about you. So I tell you adventure stories at every opportunity. Mondstadt must remember. Stanley reached the center of the Madrivari. He's the greatest adventurer there ever was, and he lives on. Stanley will never die, because I am Stanley. I am Stanley. I'm sorry, Stanley. I'm getting too old. Are you guys planning on eavesdropping much longer?
Oops.
Yikes! We're busted!
Go away. Save your questions.
But...
Leave now. Don't make me...
Honorary Knight, Venti, and Paimon. I'm so glad you guys are here. I've been looking for you everywhere. I wanted to thank you again for helping me find the sword and shield. My parents are finally supporting me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, really. They even said they're gonna pay for someone to fix up the Sword of Brilliant Valor and Shield of Magnificent Honor for me, so I can take them out on the road.
That's wonderful! So, Jack, is this the part where you bid farewell to Mondstadt and set off on your intrepid trip traversing Teyvat?
No, not yet. I still don't have what it takes to go too far from home just yet. Besides, I'm sure Stanley still has a few stories left to tell. They're what inspired me to become an adventurer in the first place. Stanley, Oh, you're drunk again. We'll see you tomorrow then. After your hangover wears off. Maybe you can tell me some more of your stories?
Stanley's really fond of that kid, don't you think?
Jack.
Jack left.
Oh, I see. Well, thank you for not telling him about my secret.
Huh? All of a sudden you're facing the facts? That isn't like you.
Just now, I couldn't bear to look at him. His adventurous spirit is so pure, unblemished. Just a weary old feckless fraud. But that kid is a brand new shining star, full of potential. I cannot allow his dreams to be crushed.
You're not a total fraud. Stanley's adventure stories and experiences. They're all true, aren't they?
Stories? Experiences? What's the point of them anymore? To be honest, my memories of adventuring and of Stanley, they're hazy these days. That's my biggest secret of all, and my biggest fear. All these years, I've been living to tell his story. But the one thing I can never forget is that he died in a windless land, where his spirit can never be recovered.
Exactly. Even in his memory, the real Stanley isn't the living, breathing friend he knew at all. Instead, he's become fixed on the image of him as that battle-scarred warrior. And that image has held him captive his entire life.
I'm too old. I never let go. But still, so much has slipped away. I'm completely and utterly worthless. No adventurer should have to go that way. No adventurer ever.
Hans Archibald.
My true name? How did you know? The wind. I can hear the wind blowing in the Mare Javari. I always believed you existed.
Will you hand me your old friend's spirit?
I can't believe. Thank you all. And thank you, Lord Barbados. I'm sorry. It's gonna take me some time to calm back down. But I think that I'm gonna be okay.
Ah, wonderful! Stanley reconnected with his true self and Jack can finally go his own way. This calls for a celebration. And by celebration, I do, of course, mean libation.
And by libation, you mean you're not leaving this tavern till you're too drunk to walk, right?
No, the wine here's too expensive. Jack still owes me some wine, though. He promised me a rare vintage in exchange for helping him out, remember? I'll head off to fetch the wine. See you shortly.
Huh? Where's that supposed to be? What is
Oh, of course.
You made it. Finally.
Just tell us where you meet next time, okay? We looked everywhere. So, did you at least manage to find...
Yep. Well, sort of. Jack made it out to be a rare collector's edition vintage, when actually it's just a half bottle of regular cider. This takes me back. The first time I saw this view, I hadn't even taken on this form yet. It was about 2,600 years ago, before the world had come under the rule of the Seven. At that time, Old Mondstadt was ruled by a tyrant, who sealed off the city's perimeter with a ferocious hurricane. Even the birds couldn't get in or out.
Old Mondstadt? Oh, Paimon remembers! Nowadays it's...
That's right. The tyrant of the winds who once ruled from that tower was back then. I was but a wisp, but I was just a tiny elemental being who lived in the wind. A gentle breeze bringing subtle changes for the better.
A tiny elemental being? Without a human form?
Yep. My current form is not so different from the situation with fake Stanley. I took the form of a friend. In Old Mondstadt transpired the story to be told, where a tyrant ruled. I met a boy not that old. The lyre he played, and for a song he sought. But storm walls blocked blue sky. He was sincerely distraught. I do so wish to see the birds in flight, said he, his strong eyes filling with light. But his voice was lost in the howling wind's churn, for the whirlwind takes and gives not in return. The true sky and songs that cageless soar, were they not wishes worth fighting for? So the boy turned, extending his hand. Let us cast down the tyrant and his walls from this land. The young boy raised then the flag of revolt, and I threw myself into freedom's tumult. Victorious were we who fought to be free. Gods fell, winds whipped, nations shook violently. In the smoke, a despot met his doom, and we watched as his great tower fell none too soon. Mondstadt began anew, the story passed down, and since then never has another worn its crown.
So then what? What happened to your friend?
Say, Paimon, do you wish to hear the next part of the story?
Yes, of course! The suspense is killing Paimon! Now's the time you suddenly get a craving for apples? Really?
Getting a little peckish or something.
Paimon's had...
You know, you're so smart it almost makes me uncomfortable sometimes. But then, maybe it's right that true friends can tell what the other is thinking. A refreshing drink, a gentle breeze. Moments like this always take me back. Back to a song that I first heard from him. Fly, fly away. Like a bird in the sky. See the world on my behalf. To the heavens may you fly.